Come with me as I take on my first Zwift race. It goes exactly as you would expect it to. So here we are in the pen at the beginning of the race. Got about 2 minutes to go and I know what my plan is. I'm going to start fast and stay with the lead group. Like I say, I've not raced before, but I know that's what the advice is to do. 2, 1, go! So straight out the gate I'm putting out 250 watts. Now I know this is probably too much for me. Although this is my first Zwift race, I'm not new to Zwift. Although the last time I was on the platform was in 2023. And at that point my FTP was 230. So already putting out above my old FTP pace now. Since 2023 I've done a lot of running. I've been doing some marathons. And I've been doing some ultra marathons, and we can see by the pictures there that I look like I'm really enjoying my time with that. But the old saying goes that no plan survives first contact with the enemy, and it's at this point, 2 minutes into the race, that I already know that I've made a mistake. I've done the classic thing of going out too fast, too hard at the start, and now I'm just hanging on for dear life. And then I look up and see that we've got a climb, and I know it is inevitable that sometime very soon I am going to get dropped. And it doesn't take long for it to happen. Very soon the pack starts to thin out and people just start going past me. So we get dropped, but we form a little trio here with Plant and Whitman. And we just spend a little bit of time riding together, helping each other out, staying in each other's draft, taking turns on the front and just carrying each other along for a while. And as we hit 3k, we unlock level 19 and some new shades. The character's got the Oakley ones on at the moment and that doesn't change, but it's always nice to unlock some stuff. And as we hit this little kicker, coming out of the subway, Plant puts down some power, he goes off the front and we don't see him again, and once again we've been dropped, but I've still got Whitmore with me, still working as a duo, still keeping each other going, at least for now. So I didn't do a recce of this course before I raced it, but I did watch an overview video. So I knew that there was one significant climb in it, which I think is the Brooklyn Bridge KOM, but I knew it was immediately preceded by this little downhill here. So I thought if I could get as much speed down the hill to carry me then up as much of the hill as possible, that'll at least take away some of the climbing. So I've dropped my aero boost, I give a little burst of speed, I go past this trio of riders, but I know that they're probably going to catch me up on the climb. And then wouldn't you know it, 30 seconds later, working as a team, there they all go. I then get passed by another rider just before the top, which breaks my heart, because I can see that the end is in sight at this point. And then another one on the second bridge climb. At this point, not including the first group, I have been passed by 6 people and I have overtaken none. GG. So at this point I'm in no man's land. I've got no one in front, no one behind, and at this point I look down the list of riders to the side and I decide I'm going to start racing Gilbert from France. For no other reason than he is 22 seconds behind me, but there's 6.6k to go, and I know that my legs are turning to jelly at this point. So I've got to try and hold the 22-second gap for the last 6.4k as another couple of riders go past me. We hit another spicy climb, just coming out of the subway again. These, even though they have the little boosters, these are 19%. So I'm up out the saddle, giving it over 200 watts just to make it to the top and keep the pace that I'm currently travelling at. At this point, Gilbert's closed the gap to 14 seconds. I've started another little climb and I'm already looking down the leaderboard again to Lorenz from Germany, who is 1 minute and 4 seconds behind me, thinking I might have to pick a new person to race because Gilbert is probably going to catch me at this point. To no one's surprise, another rider then goes past me, this time with just over 2k to go. And I'm starting to feel very sorry for myself. The gap to Gilbert is now 5 seconds. And as Brady goes past me, I think it's inevitable, but then something happens. I remember that I've got a drafting boost. And so, to try in a last ditch attempt to win my own race that I've invented in my head, I use my drafting boost, managed to hang on to the back of Brady's wheel, and it's like a godsend at this point. He's just towing me bit by bit away from Gilbert. We managed to extend the gap up to 10 seconds, and my legs start coming back to me with 1 kilometre to go. And at this point, riding with somebody else feels like an absolute treat because I've been by myself for ages at this point, and we're just going to bring it home together. We come down the final straight together. 300 metres to go. I decide that I'm going to put all effort I have, I'm going to kick in at 200 metres, and then I look up and I can see a rider in the distance, and lo and behold, it's our mate Whitman, who was in our very first little trio group. So we've got to 200, I've put my power down nearly at 500 watts to go past Whitman. There's no one else in front of me. I can see that the others behind me haven't got the legs to put anything in, and we eventually cross the line in 36th place in exactly 39 minutes. At this point I am spent, my body is shaking, and I am absolutely knackered. But I had fun on the way, and I know that I'm going to be back again to try and chase that first win. Thanks for watching, guys. See you again next time.